It's the Carolina
It's
cook,
the
cooking the
Carolina
Carolinas,
cook, cooking the
liners,
Carolinas.
liners.
Rock and roll to the roll to rock. Said I'm cooking in the kitchen, it just don't stop. Rock and roll to the roll to rock. Said I'm cooking in the kitchen, it just don't stop.
Cooking is my specialty. Getting dirty in the kitchen like ODB. Turning these groceries into delicacies. The Carolina cook got the recipes. The Carolina cook got the recipes. The Carolina cook got the recipes.
It's the Carolina Cook Show. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
What's up, everybody? This is Chef Anthony Albritton, the Carolina cook, cooking the Carolinas. This episode will be for the pregnant women. All right, I'm gonna help y'all out because pregnant women have an increase in blood volume when they're pregnant, so they crave things that are high in sodium, such as olives, potato chips, or pickles. Learning moment. So I'm going to help you out with one of those cravings by doing a pickle episode 25. Let's go.
You are not pregnant.
Those of you who are not pregnant may still like pickles anyway. Here are the list of ingredients. All right, y'all, for some reason my sound went out in the editing process, so I'm going to go ahead and talk y'all through this process real quick. I pretty much sliced the pickles up into approximately 1/4 inch slices, I believe. And you put them in a non-reactive bowl. And you put the measured out amount of salt, kosher salt, on them. And what the salt is going to do is draw the moisture out of the cucumbers. So you let them sit for an hour after you salt them. Then when you come back, a majority of the liquid are drained out of these cucumbers. All right. But you don't leave them in the bowl now. When you drain them, you put them in a colander or some type of anything you got that allow them to drain. Place that over the bowl, then put them in that, let them drain, let all of that liquid drain into the bowl. Then after that, you'll be ready to proceed with your pickling process. This process of letting them drain is going to take an hour. So you let them sit there for an hour and drain. As you see me doing right here. You toss them in the salt, put them in the drainer, place that drainer over your bowl, let it go for an hour. Okay?
On TikTok, you don't stop.
All right, y'all. The pickles have now drained. See the moisture that came out? That's what the salt did. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna get started on the pickling liquid. Pickling liquid. That will be your vinegar and your water. Bringing that to a boil. Add in the sugar, some crushed red pepper. I'm really trying to ignore this hound dog, y'all. To the level of spice or whatever that you want. Salt. I don't have dill sprigs or whatever. Normally I would you put dill sprigs in it after it cools down, but I'm gonna use dill seeds. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take these pickles and go rinse them off real quick. Okay, there's been a change of plans. Old Krusty ran out of gas. So I gotta go put another propane cylinder on, get this gas cranking back up so we can boil this pickle in liquid.
The handyman can.
All right, now we're gonna try this again. Got a fresh tank of propane installed. Bring that to a boil. Fresh tank of propane installed now. We're gonna bring this to a boil, like I said. And in the meantime, I'll be rinsing the pickles off. Okay, y'all, this ain't for the faint of heart because vinegar boiling or cooking will run you out of the kitchen.
Can't keep running away. Running away. Running away. Running away. Can't keep running away.
These are a few months old now. Now with this pickling liquid, what you want to do is bring it up to 75 degrees. So let's check and see what we have here. That is beyond 75, so I'm going to take it off of the heat. You can see it's a little bit over 80 degrees, so you want it at 75, okay? One thing I forgot to do, y'all, I want to throw a bay leaf in there. As soon as I find where the heck I put my bay leaves. They were sitting there looking at me and like the older people used to say, if it was a snake, it would have bit me.
Do the snake.
All right, we letting this liquid cool down before we add our dill. And my bay leaf was supposed to be boiling in there already. But since the water is hot and as it's cooling, it should be all right. All right, I'm gonna give this liquid a taste. Just a little dabba. Okay. This is a much better taste than store-bought pickles. All right, y'all, now that the liquid is cool, I'm gonna add my dill seeds to give them that dill flavor. Add some dill seeds. If you have a sprig of dill, use that. I couldn't find a sprig of dill, so I'm putting the dill seeds in there.
I just did this on the fly, but I would suggest you get a dill sprig.
All right. Dill seeds are very strong. They have already penetrated in that liquid and got it tasting like dill. Okay, now what we want to do, just pour the liquid over the pickles.
You can strain this liquid, or you can just leave everything in like I just did.
Make sure
because
your
I want the
pickles
flavors
are
to continue
submerged,
to build.
completely covered in the liquid. Then I'm going to refrigerate them. Once I refrigerate them, I'm going to put them in a jar. There you have it. Okay, y'all, this is my finished product. Pickles. I got like a jar and a half out of that. And like I said, this is a batch I made a couple months ago. But yeah, you see that, right? And anytime you make anything like this, you want to put a label on it with the date on it, you know. That way you can keep up with expiration or whatever, you know. Or when you make more pickles, you'll know which ones to use first. You'll use the one with the oldest date first. There you have it. Pickles. Add the sugar and spices to your liking. Like, shareth thou, and subscribeth unto my channel. Judge.